bubbles?
No bubbles.
Is that?
It's not bubbles.
Okay.
Okay.
Flying. Sleep now.
Hi bubbles.
Hi,
It's
Bubbles.
me.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Today is Monday.
Monday.
It's our daily routine with Cheche.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sleep now, but I don't know if I sleep. Yeah, I don't know if I sleep. So Cheche read the story.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. Love Cheche. Kiss Cheche.
Okay.
Love you. Ayah. Nelson.
Enough now.
Kiss agad Cheche.
Okay.
Sleep na.
Sleep now.
Okay, bye-bye. Oo, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I sleep now.
I sleep now.
Thumbs up, bye. Thanks for thumbs up, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, okay now. Lying now. Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
The birds lived Cinderella to a nearby well where Anastasia was not out the place to see her. I saw you in the baker's shop, Cinderella gently said to her stepsister. Anastasia groaned. You must thank Anastasia now that the baker would never give her a second look now. Yeah. Cinderella disagreed. You just need a little help, that's all. She had a great idea. Why don't you come back to the castle? We'll clean you up and then we'll get you together. Thanks for coming. The influencer Yanni Tooth. Hiya. Hey.
I want to do the pet food.
Huh?
I want to do the pet food.
What?
And the pet food.
Say Marlon.
Manon.
Love Yanni. Tita Cheryl there.
Cook.
You see your hair, oh? You're so messy. Tita Mirai.
Tomato.
Tita Kat.
Tita ka.
Mega shoutout.
Tomato toto.
Thanks for coming.
Tita Shami.
Now, I love you all.
I love you.
Oh, kiss. Flying kiss. Tito Ding Lilies.
This is Nini.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Our live streaming.
Miss Jimmy.
I love you.
Miss
Mm.
Papa, Papa. Papa.
A flying kiss to Tito Ding. Flying now.
Okay.
And thank you. Tita Mirai, flying kiss to Tita Mirai.
Okay.
Flying kiss to Tita Mirai. Now for you, Tita Mirai. And Tita Yani. And how are you, Tita Yani? Are you okay now?
Okay.
Nag-get kalson.
Give me a gun.
Flying kiss. Now for you.
Fire.
Okay. Close your eyes. Be good girl, okay? Because Friday you go to Disneyland again, right?
I want chocolate.
Huh?
I want chocolate.
No more chocolate. Papa finished already.
No, I want chocolate.
No more, I told you. Hi.
And the watching.
Oh,
And
ayan.
the watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In Chinese,
Welcome.
in Chinese, what is thank you?
Chinese is a thank you.
Oh, in Chinese.
It's Chinese is.
Ayan. Natita Miles. Oh, Natita Miles.
Yeah. Apple.
Oh, Natita Miles. Thank you for coming, Tita Miles.
Then the mice.
Nalapag lang kayo dyan. Maglablaban kayo dyan.
Tita Papago Bye.
Mm. Ay, no. Go now.
Oh no.
This is too late.
Do it.
Okay.
Coco.
Hmm?
I want Coco.
You want Coco? Come here, come here, come here, come here. Hi, hi, hi. Come here. I told you come here. Where is episode?
What is this? What is this? Daddy.
Happened on my phone. Hi, my. What is that? Coco angry you. Ay. You sleep or no sleep? Faster lah. Okay, I leave you here. If you did not sleep. Come. Hi. You want Coco angry you? Okay, mommy finger, mommy finger. Go. Oh, mommy finger, mommy finger, mommy finger. Cinderella disagreed. You just need a little help, that's all. She had a great idea. Why you don't come back to the castle? We'll clean you up and then we'll get you two together. Anastasia thought that was a terrible idea, but mother forbid it. She thinks it's beneath me. Cinderella smiled, and I think she's wrong. The baker's terrific and you'll never go hungry. Cinderella whisked Anastasia back to the castle so that they could to work right away. The footmen at the door were rather surprised to see the strange. Where is the moon? Surprised to see the strange pair. Up in her room, Cinderella wiped the sticky egg off her stepsister's face. They're good as new, but Anastasia wasn't happy yet. Don't stop now, Mother said that looks count for everything. Cinderella didn't agree. Of course, yeah, you want to look your best, but not the most important thing. They quickly got down to work. Cinderella knew that less more, and so she selected a simple dress for Anastasia and put a simple necklace around Anastasia's neck. And when Anastasia admired herself in the mirror, she couldn't believe it was she. Cinderella gave her one last good piece of advice. Just remember, you'll catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Anastasia gazed and Cinderella strained. Who want to catch flies? They obviously didn't understand what Cinderella meant. Cinderella patiently explained, I mean, the best way to impress the baker is just to be nice to him. Anastasia still didn't understand. How do I do that? Cinderella showed her. You could start with a smile. Cinderella pushed Anastasia's lip into something that looked like a smile and assured her, I'll never be able to resist. Anastasia was pleased. You think so? Cinderella said, certainly hope so. Anastasia was still worried. Mother told me never to speak to the baker again. Cinderella took her stepsister's hand. Maybe it's time to stop following somebody else's orders and start following your heart. Cinderella told Anastasia her plan. Yeah, I could walk you to his shop, meet you in the market at noon tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, Anastasia was more excited than she never been. I can hardly wait. Yeah. But first, Anastasia needed a reason to go to the bakery. She raced all around her mother's kitchen, snatching up the loaves of bread and could find, and then she fed them to the chicken. When all the bread was gone, Anastasia happily hurried to the carriage, calling, Mother, I have to run to town. We're out of the bread. Meanwhile, in the market square, the baker bought a garland of white orchids from the flower man. Flower in his hand, he hurried off back to his bakery. And not a minute later, Anastasia bought almost the identical garland. Before Anastasia set off for her bakery, Cinderella reminded her how to smile. Anastasia did her best. Cinderella paused here forward and promised, I'll wait for you by the apple cart. But as Anastasia neared the bakery, she was the baker standing outside his shop and talking to a pretty woman. Anastasia didn't know that the woman was just admiring his flowers. They're beautiful. She's going to love them, she said. Anastasia's heart was broken. Anastasia felt so badly that they didn't even notice the pretty woman's husband joining her and taking her away. Hi, what is that? Hi. You know it's all. You can swallow that. No need. Only this is a big one. Not that. Okay? Where's this You hold it. It's so small that. It's so danger. Ay, amoy. Okay, put this in your hand, then mommy finger. Go. Is this, Okay, I leave you here. Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. Okay, close your eyes. Read story, then you did not sleep, I told you. It's a day. Here, give it to me. You did not understand. Oh, only this.
I want this.
Yeah, but don't take out, okay? Oh, is this is beautiful than that? It's a red, okay?
It's a red.
Yeah, it's a red.
Mama,
Why you take out the head? Don't take out the head. It's already broken. Where? Anastasia felt so badly that she didn't even notice the pretty woman's husband joining her and taking her away. Hurt and upset, Anastasia raced off, tossing her own flowers away. She didn't know that the baker had bought his flower for her. The baker suddenly saw Anastasia race away and was horrified. He realized what had happened and dashed off after her. He wanted to explain. The baker ran and stopped in an archway to look around. He looked to the left and the right, but he couldn't find her anywhere. Anastasia was gone. Cinderella and the bluebird waited by the apple cart to hear Anastasia happy news. Instead, they saw her run past them, crying her eyes out. Cinderella tried to catch up with her stepsister. What happened? But Anastasia just kept on running. Cinderella tried to follow her, but the carriage charged across the road and got in her way. When it passed, Anastasia was nowhere to be seen. Cinderella was beside herself. Anastasia, oh no. The baker couldn't find Anastasia either, so sad and tired. He swam in a bench. He was so upset that he didn't even notice that a goat was eating his flour. The baker heard something and thorn with hope in her heart. And there was Anastasia. She cried, "Don't look at me. I look horrible," but the baker didn't think so at all. "Wait, please don't run away." He held out the only flower that the greedy goat hadn't eaten. Anastasia took it and smiled without any help from Cinderella. But suddenly Drusilla and the stepmother pounced upon them. "Anastasia, how dare you defy me? You were forbidden to speak to man." Drusilla scoffed. "Oh, look at here. It's a disaster. We'll be laughing stock of entire town." Her mother grabbed Anastasia. "Dear child, you know I only have your best interest at heart. Come along." But Anastasia raised her arm free. "No, mother, you're wrong." Anastasia stood up to her mother. "He's sweet." The baker swept Anastasia in his arms. "She's wonderful." Anastasia gazed into his eyes. "He's romantic." Anastasia looked at her Antonized mother and put her foot down. "And we are going to the ball together." Her mother stormed off, furiously dragging Drusilla with her. Drusilla, come along." Cinderella watched it out and wiped her forehead with relief. Oh. So Anastasia and the baker went to the ball. Anastasia here and self-crowned with everything that she had dreamed of. Thanks to Cinderella, Anastasia danced with the baker, who looked handsome in his tie and tail. As Cinderella and her friends walked beside them, Anastasia whispered to her stepsister, "I'm so happy. I can't believe this. I'm so. Cinderella smiled to him. "I know, me too," and that's where Gus and Jack's story ends. The mice are very proud of the new book they were just done. "Perfect," cries Jack, closing it out. "All finished." The fairy godmother smiled to mice from her chair. "Are you ready to show Cinderella?" Gus and Jack see Cinderella pass by the door and called to the others, "Look, there she is." The mice eagerly scurry after Cinderella to show her what they done. "Let's go."
Let's go.
Jack gleefully tells Cinderella, "It's a book. We made it. Do you like it?" Cinderella is very touched. "I love it. What it about?" Gus lays back on his pillow and grins. "Duh, it's about all of us."
What in the boat is it?
Yeah, what? They asking.
We are asking the one.
It's all about all of us. The inside of the books is
Yeah.
all about all of us.
All your parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are all about it.
Oh, all about. It's about. It's they both all about the friend of Cinderella.
Cinderella, the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, the Anastasia, their stepsister, and the bird.
Yeah.
Mm. Then Cinderella can
Cinderella.
read. How wonderful! I don't suppose you want to read this together, would you? The mice all cheered. The wood Cinderella smiled and started to read. Once upon a time, the story ends. Oh wow! Oh. Is this Anastasia and the baker and the prince and the Cinderella, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's finished. Okay, sleep now.
Okay, sit now.
It's finished the Cinderella story. Okay,
Okay.
what the next?
What's next?
Uh.
Okay.
This
No.
what?
I don't want to.
The Lion King. Not yet finished the Lion King.
Yeah.
Is this you want this 102 Dalmatian?
No.
Why you don't like this?
I want to like this.
Why? Is this the fairy, right?
No.
Is this a fairy? This a fairy.
No.
What you like?
It's
Is this Chicken Little?
okay.
Oh, okay. Chicken Little. Is this Chicken Little? Little.
This chicken.
Mm.
Nummy food. This is scary.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
So cool.
Okay.
The
I was born in a tiny chicken on when so tiny. I mean, very tiny. Now years later, I still haven't grown much. At least not compared to my classmate. And guess what they call me? Yeah, you're right. Chicken Little. But I don't really care. It's just a nickname. It's just a nickname. And my good friends Abby, Ran, and Fish are fine with me being small.
natural.
I will tell you about something that's really did cause some problem. So, it all began on the ordinary day in Oakley Oak, and you better hang on tight because it's really quite a story. The sun was shining. I was sitting beneath an enormous old oak tree, and moink, something rocked me right in the head. Ouch! I was out for a second, and when I opened my eyes again, everything was blurry, but I could see a strange thing. It looked like a piece of the sky. I didn't want anyone else to get hurt by pieces of falling sky. So quickly and loudly I spread the news. The sky is falling, the sky is falling. I wind the town ringing the school bell. That's when my trouble really began. Soon, the whole town was in a panic.
Yeah.
Once things calmed down, though, I turned out the sky wasn't falling after all. That's right. Ay, ay. Ayun. That's right. There was no piece of falling sky anywhere. I just made a mistake. At least that's what my father told the whole town. When he tried to apologize, he said I had just been hit by an acorn. Silly me. Faster lah! After that, everybody thought I was crazy. The crazy little chicken. They called me. It really made me sad, and my father told me to keep out of sight. That was the worst part. I think he was. Thanks, Miss Joey. That was the worst part. I think he was embarrassed by me. So I figure I had to come up with a plan. Lying lah! But how could I possibly do that? I thought, and then it hit me. If I did something spectacular, everyone could remember me for that instead. So I joined the baseball team for a try my hand at that. With a little luck, I could do exceptional things on the baseball field, or so I thought. At first, I wasn't very good. In fact, I was terrible. I mean, I couldn't have hit a basketball if they threw ones at me. But when Oki Ox had a chance to win the pennant for the first time in 20 years, I somehow was able to hit a home run. Can you believe it? One good smack with the bat was all it good. Wow. So I became the star of the town, the champion everybody wanted to talk me and my friend. It was fantastic. Best of all, my dad was happier than I had seen him in a long time. I guess that puts the whole sky is falling incident behind us once and for all. Tikado, he said, hugging me tight. Finally, my luck had changed. I was so happy. Later that night, I thanked the star for my incredible luck, but perhaps I shouldn't have because one particular star seemed to become bigger and bigger, and wow, I flew right into my forehead, knocking me down into the floor. Oh no, I thought I could the sky be falling again. When I get a closer look at it, I noticed that I didn't really look like a star. It looked more like some kind of panel, and it's getting strange. It blended right into the floor and disappeared out of sight. Instantly, I know I had to get rid of it. After all, the last thing I needed was another piece of the sky falling on me. No one would believe me this time, and I would be that crazy chicken all over again. Finally, I called my friend for help. Abby always has good idea. I'm sure there's a simple logical explanation. Abby said that's typically here. Always logical and rational. I don't care what it is, I replied. I just want it out of my life, gone for good, and everything back to normal. Meanwhile, Fish actually that the panel was interesting, and when he noticed a button on the back, he went right ahead and pushed it. That's Fish for you, always eager and cute. Suddenly, the panel began to shimmer and glow and shake, but that wasn't all. The panel rose into the air and just hung there. I was amazing, and without giving it one thought, Fish hopped on the top. Instantly, the panel began to zip around the room. Wish, wish. Fish him and enjoyed the ride, but in flash, the panel flew out the window. Along with the fish, Abby ran and chased after the panel all the way to the baseball stadium. But would you believe it? The panel and the fish had vanished, and now comes the truly wild part. Because right in front of her was a giant spaceship, a real-life UFO appeared and landed on the field. Then what? Infinity starting to get complicated. It was unbelievable, but wait. It get better or worse, I don't know. I hatched open. What happened? Yeah, it's you, but don't take out. I told you sleep, but you did not sleep. Close it. You want I leave you here? Huh? You want to angry?
No.
Okay, be good girl, okay? Listen to Cheche because I read the story, right? Okay. I don't know. I hatched open and two tentacle creature emerged from the bottom of the and disappeared into the field beyond. Come on, I said, let's get out of here. But Abby shook her head and pointed to the top of the spaceship, and there was Fish waving to us. So instead of running away, Believe it or not, we gathered our courage and ran into the spaceship to rescue our friend. Hi, City Gray. Thanks for coming, City Gray. The Team Celtic. Inside the ship, I noticed a little orange fury thing. I stopped and shared it. Was it alive? I tried winking at it, and it actually winked back. But at that point, kasi ano ka diba? Naka-live ka yata eh. Hindi kita napasyalan. Tapos na ba? No problema. They what are doing, called Abby. Come on, I raced down the hallway to join my friend. Creep out this strange place. Hiya! I told you be good girl, right? Okay, I leave you here, babe. Momo bite you here. What is this? What is that? You what? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Luckily, we found fish quite quickly, but just we all were about to leave the ship. Yeah, we discovered a huge map of the solar system. Each planet was crossed out with a red X, except for one planet, Earth, was surrounded by a big red circle. You don't like kayek? You don't like chicken? Why? Where next? Finish this first.
Okay.
I whispered it was obvious the aliens were planning to invade Earth. That's when one fainted. After we revived Brant, we suddenly realized that aliens had returned to the ship. And when they spotted us, their eyes turned red, so we decided to run. Run really fast, but of course, the alien chased after us. The school bell, Abby cried, pointing. We've got to ring the school bell to warn everyone. So we zigzagged our way toward the bell tower, just barely avoiding the aliens' long legs, which had turned into sharp, rotating blades. What we didn't know then was the small orange fury things had jumped out of the spaceship too, and was actually following us from a distance. Hey, what happened? Ay, okay, I go out la.
Now.
Lying here properly. Go.
Okay. You want to this? Go to one to this.
Lying properly.
Okay.
Hold that. Monster, oh. A monster, oh. You see the monster? Monster! Is that the monster, oh? Is that the monster?
No.
Sleep. Listen to me. Was actually following us from a distance. I had terrible memories of ringing that bell, but OK Ox was in trouble. So once again, I rang the bell. Ding dong! Light came into the throughout town, windows and doors open, and once more, there was panic in the street. Before long, the town people gathered at the bell tower. My father was there too. Come on, if you don't hurry up, you're going to miss them, I shouted. The entire town followed me to the baseball stadium to see what all the fuss was about. It's the Acorn thing all over again. Someone grabbed Baldwin. Everyone saw that there was no spaceship at the baseball field. Found that things was gone. I know this look had, but there's an invisible spaceship right there. I tried telling them, well, the aliens who are here and invade Earth. Dad, I called to my father. You got to believe me this time. My dad paused to think and then answered, no, son, I don't. After that, everything seemed to get worse. Everyone was calling my dad, complaining
Dada, I don't want to come.
about me. Abby ran and Fish tried to cheer me up, but I didn't help much. I just wanted to be left alone. Then something weird happened. I heard someone crying and then I looked up. I saw the little orange furry things from the spaceship. Somehow, it had found me again. At the first, I got a little scared and I almost ran away, but Fish happily approached the creator. And it turned out that he actually understood what the furry thing was saying. First the panel and now this. Fish has a way of always surprising us. Monster. Fish explained that the orange furry creature was just a kid like Abby, Rand, Fish, and me. It was an alien kid who had seen left behind when the spaceship took off from the stadium. Now it was lost, but before we could do anything about it, the ground started to shake and terrible rumbling filled the air. We looked up in the sky and could hardly believe our eyes. The sky was falling. Well, actually, it was a fleet of spaceship attacking Oki-Oks. The alien kid jumped happily up and down the side. The kid's parent had eventually returned and it eagerly ran out in the street to meet them. For the third time, everyone in town panicked. People were freaked out, attacking spaceship, and so was I. But I know that was not really that. The alien just wanted to find their lost kid. It's actually just a rescue mission. I told my dad. What? He asked. Forget it, I said. You wouldn't believe me anyway. He hadn't before. So we should know. Instead, I chased after the little alien kid. I know I could stop the attack if I could only bring him back to his parent. But first I had to find him. Whoosh! A spending car was heading straight for the alien kid, who was trying to cross the road. I jumped to his rescue and barely avoiding the car. We slammed through the doors of hotel movie theater inside the kitchen. I took a moment trying to catch our breath, but when Dad showed up, we got to get out of here, he said. No, wait, you got to listen, I told him. Meanwhile, the alien kid hid behind the stage. I actually think he was scared of my dad. I was angry and sad, and when I turned to my dad, the word just flew out of my mouth. You're never there for me, I blurted out. What? My dad asked, confused. I mean, you were there when I won the big game, but not when I told a sky field and not the ball field. I was a relief to tell him how I truly feel. You've been ashamed of me since the acorn thing happened. So I never meant to, the acorn the sky. I meant the whole, you're right. He admitted finally I wasn't there. I really messed up, he said and hugged me real tight. It felt good, but we really didn't have time for that. Okay, Dad, I guess now all we got to do is return this helpless little kid. I showed him the alien kid and I could tell he couldn't believe his eyes. But then he pulled himself together. Just tell me what you need to me do, my dad said. He was on my side now. Quickly, he ran toward City Hall where the big spaceship was hovering. He climbed a lot of stairs and popped the lid off the door. Had handed me to Kid and listened him into the air. Here's your kid, I shouted. Before I could blink, the spaceship sent out a bright beam that zapped on Kid and me and my dad. Hey! Everything went dark and my dad and I found ourselves floating in some kind of chamber. A deep voice spoke us. Oh, it was all accident. I steamed. I tried to explain what we were just trying to return the key. That sure sound bad. I was terrified, but then two other set of eyes appeared. We heard a little alien and then soft female voice. Honey, he's trying to tell you they're not lying. It was just a misunderstanding. Well then, this is awkward, answered the deep voice. A moment later, we are put back down on the ground with a thud. The aliens were called Mil and Tina. They locked us outside where alien troops were fixing the town, putting everything back to normal. When Mil and Tina appeared without their tentacle, they actually looked kind of cute. I cannot tell you so sorry. You are for whose misunderstanding. I cannot tell you how sorry you are this whole misunderstanding. They told me that if it hadn't been for your son, that we might have pulverized the whole planet. Goodness, what a shame. Tina said. Okay, okay. Close your eyes. Yeah, I hear the story. Later, because my phone is so drained. Okay? And then my phone is okay later, okay? Mommy is there, oh. Then you close your eyes. Wait. Don't talking, ha? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. How many books I finished read? 2. I give you mommy to call her, then now. Close your eyes. Really? Oh, mommy there, oh. Then why you cry? You see, oh. Mommy is there. Okay, read the story. Okay. There goes that Panel Argentina sign. Every year we come here. This thing fall out. She pushed a button on the back of the panel and it floated back into the place. My dad and I looked at each other and smiled. Maybe the sky didn't fall on the last year, but it sure hadn't been an acorn either. As the spaceship lifted off, my dad and I waved goodbye to the aliens. I had a good feeling now, a feeling that everything was going to be alright. Now, would you believe me when I say that this story is actually true? Every word bit of it. Tinkerbell, Rani, Lily, Beast, Terence, Big, Farah, Clarissa, the Disney Fairy. Have you ever heard the tiny voice whisper in your ear, or perhaps the sound of a little tingling bell just outside your window? You may even have seen a trace of pixie dust humor in the air, and then you know it. Fairies exist. They are everywhere. Now let me tell you a story about the never fairies. The Never Fairies live at Neverland. It's a magical place where no one ever grow old, not fairies, children, animals, or mermaids. Never that even the pirates grow a day older on the island. The Never Fairies are perfect tiny creatures, only 5 inches tall, and they all have wings. When the fairies sprinkled with pixie dust, they glow lemon yellow edged with gold. The magical dust also makes them fly, and the fairies simply love to flitter through the air. They can go wherever they want, and just try to picture a game of tag. Wouldn't it be fun if you couldn't just take off flying instead of having to land? As you can imagine, tag is one of the fairies' favorite games. They play it often and out on the meadows. They zip up, down, and out the tall grass and dodge the wildflower while their tingling laughter fills the air. Well, one fairy didn't enjoy the game nearly as much as she used to. Her name was Rani, and she had no wing. She had wings once, but on a quest to save Mother Deb and her precious egg, she had given them up. Rani had not only saved Mother Deb and the egg. When she gave up her wings, she had also saved Pixie Hollow, because without Mother Deb, they would know pixie dust, and without the eggs, everyone in Neverland would start growing old. All the fairies were very grateful for Rani's sacrifice, but they are felt terrible sorry for her. A fairy without wings was like a fairy without wings, quite unthinkable. What happened? Mommy is still there. It's okay, Rani told them. I'll be fine. Well, the truth was Rani was sad that she had lost her wings. Of course she was. Why, oh, mommy? Oh, what you want? Huh? What you want? I read the story already. You want this? Is this? What? Is this? Is this? Is this? Is this? Is this? Okay. The Jungle Book 2. Molly loved the jungle. It was home to him and his best friend, Baloo the friendly bear and Bangera the panther. What? Okay. Cinderella, you want Cinderella again? Huh? Okay, Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella. Cinderella. Come on, Gus Gus faster, cries Jack as he scores out from a hole in the wall in the Cinderella castle. Gus races behind him and demands to know what's the hungry. Jack explained fairy godmother here. He just heard that she's... Huh? Oh, wait, go, wait. Mommy is still there. Just wait, because Mommy post. Mommy, where are you? She did not see you. Because your video post. Behind him and they must not know what the hurry. Jack explained. Mommy is still there. Maybe. Oh, is that all? Okay, is that all? What's the hurry? Jack explained. Fairy godmother will just hear that she's reading the Cinderella book out loud under everyone in the library. Jack is eager not miss to beat the story. But Gus and Jack reach the library. They hear the fairy godmother read Cinderella and prince live happily ever after the end. Gus and Jack very sorry that they missed the story. Why? Close your eyes, close your eyes. Mommy is still there, right? she sleep already. So, bye-bye. See you next my live.